A little bit about Upton Sinclair, the author. I was, if you're going to study a writer or an artist, number one, I think it's good to look at multiple of their works, multiple pieces of their work, Try and read 2 or 3 of their books. If they write in different mediums, if they write poetry or they write plays or they're a director, try and check that out. I think it helps unlock what they're trying to say, because obviously, Upton Sinclair, most of his life he's very political. He's trying to write, he's muckraking. He's trying to expose the issues in his writing, And then I think when you learn about their life, usually it just bleeds out into their art, Look at Tennessee Williams. Why has he got gay stuff? Everyone's got this repressed homosexuality throughout, because he was doing that. Good shit. Upton Sinclair, what's his deal? Yeah, he was born in Maryland. He's an American dude in 1878. He's got middle-class parents. Dad works in shops, shine shoes, this shit. And I think that's what influenced him to hate the system, because he grew up borderline poor most of the time, and he's like, yeah, I don't know. I get that. I don't know. I understand fully that me, Jordan, I wanted to be an actor, and obviously I love art, but I can't discount the idea that, oh man, my family, we always grew up, lower middle class. I really love to be the one that pulls us out of that, you just can't help but be driven by things like that. You just want to be as good or better, and I saw that being a struggle for my parents, and obviously I just if I solve this problem, then I will have done life correctly, which I feel like he did. He studied law and languages at Columbia University in New York. A lot of languages. Okay, that's good. He said he wrote a bunch of Pulp Fiction with a stenographer. And I'm wondering if that meant that he typed the stenography, the shorthand, or if he talked. Because I'm learning that about some writers. Some of them write and someone else fucking writes it. Some of them talk and someone writes. Like, that's the way they write. Or like they do voice memo talk, which I'm not saying you don't have to do, but I don't like doing that. I like writing, and I feel like that's the way. That's writing to me. That's me. When I write, is that. I do voice memos to quickly put down ideas, but when it comes down to writing, I gotta write it. I don't know. Anyways, that's what he did. He was a muckraker, like I said, exposing the issues. He had like 3 wives. He had 1 kid. Only 1 kid, I guess. Here's the thing about him. One of his wives, he felt weird about. You could tell this dude was weird about sex, because he told his first wife, he goes, I only want to bang when we make a kid. He goes, I don't think you're supposed to oink 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 whenever you're not trying to procreate. And she's like, oh, you want to have a lot of kids? He's like, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if we do, I only want it to be for that. And she's like, all right. And I don't think he still didn't want to do it. So but then they do it, and like that's it. And obviously she's like, got to go get some fucking side dick. And he has an affair on her. Sinclair. He does, okay? You need to keep everything into account. And I know we've all had faults in our life. We all have things. And I'm not saying it doesn't mean he's a good writer. I'm just like, dude's got some shit to work out, okay? Obviously, the main character in Oil had a lot of problems with sex, whether he should do it premarital or not. And Sinclair is telling his wife he doesn't want to bang her ever, and he's having an affair on her. You ain't shit, motherfucker. I'm just saying. Write all the fucking words you want, and you have all your problems with capitalism. Maybe you should just fuck your wife more. He's your wife. All right. Sorry, my phone died. I want to squeeze this in about Upton Sinclair. He also made a little commune at one point, and it was like the community he was trying to form, and I think it was like the socialist community or some shit like that. And it was all white. That was the other stipulation, a little racist, and it was non-Jewish all white. Couldn't get in unless you were fucking old school Anglo-Saxon. You know what I mean? So another thing to say that Upton Sinclair, kind of weird. Great writer, but kind of weird.